Welcome back to Smart Money. This time we are talking about a book launch, and the book is called Let's Talk Mutual Funds. It's a comprehensive analysis of the mutual funds on the whole, and how it can, be a great tool for you to create wealth and, a long-term portfolio. Monika Halan, of course, is the author of the book. She's here with us. Monika, before the break, we were talking about equities and, what you should and shouldn't do. But I also had to ask you about real estate, because I noticed a piece in your book where you talk about how real estate is not at all a great investment for the longer term. And you talk about the perils of real estate. So tell us a little bit about that.
I find it a very difficult, clunky asset, which requires both time and money to buy, maintain, and sell. So when you look at an investment, you're looking at also the ease and the cost of entry, maintenance, and exit. Real estate is clunky, isn't it? It's illiquid. You can't sell one kitchen or a loo. You have to sell the whole property. That takes time. The other problem, which is very big in India, is about the cash component of real estate. I don't know why people don't discuss it openly, but it is so difficult still to get a white deal, though in large cities it's happening. So professionals like us are forced to convert our white into black. It's a crime. It's horrible to have to do that. So, and once you do a black transaction, then you've got a tiger on your back. You will have to go on doing that. Right. So for an investment, your own house is a different story. You do what it takes. But for an investment, why are you putting money in an asset which takes so much to maintain? And you have to also look at the yield, Sonia. So when you're doing an investment, you have to compare the yield. What is the yield of a real estate investment, like a flat or a house? It is the annual net rent divided by market price of that property. That net yield today in cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai would be about 1.5% to 2 to 2.5%. Your PPF is giving you 7% tax-free, right? So the carrot of real estate prices going up is always held out. But if you see the CAGR of real estate as an asset class and compare it to equity, you will see that real estate is much lower. Then people will always say that, oh, but that person made a killing. They made a killing because they had the ability to identify, say, an Infosys over a Satyam. They could identify a Gurgaon over a Faridabad. So it is also about your ability to judge which piece of property or land is actually going to be that multi-bagger. There are so many things which can go wrong in real estate. So I just find it, what should your money do? It should be available when you want it. It should be at very little cost. You should be able to hold on to it, to redeem it, to use it. You should not have to, in an investment, fix a leaking tap or a leaking roof. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
Yeah. You're convincing the convinced. You're convincing the convinced. Of course, if you do research, you'll find out, Monika, very interestingly, that some of the most wealthiest celebrities, wealthiest sports people live on rent. Virat Kohli, for example, lives on rent, right? I mean, he's someone who can afford multiple houses.
Elon Musk lives on rent.
Elon Musk lives on rent. I mean, just take that. So I get your point that as an investment opportunity, real estate is really the lowest, in the ranking order. But let's talk a little bit about your book, right, before we wrap up. If you can summarize some of the key tenets of financial planning for us, the key parts of the book that people perhaps can look forward to.
It is a book which helps you understand why mutual funds. So there's a whole section on the work that SEBI has done for decades to get the product safe. When I say safe, I don't mean assured return, but safe from fraud, safe from very high costs, safe from products not being true to label. So safety in financial products really is about the industry being able to communicate wrong things about the product, or to give you a product which doesn't do what it promises to do. So there is a whole lot of work which has happened. So I've tried to say, look, there is a reason why this product is built for a retail investor. And then I go on to saying that, how is it that you build your own portfolio? What the book does not do is it does not insult you by giving you 5 schemes, right? Because these 5 schemes will change over the lifetime. And these 5 schemes will differ person to person. Every story is unique. You need your own portfolio. So I'm trying to get the reader to do actually as much work as I have done. When you sit with a book, you will have to actually sit with pen and paper, work alongside the book, and then construct your own portfolio. That prevents you. Then you don't have to come back to me again to say what next, because you have got empowered to do it yourself. And that's been, as an educator, that's my high. That
absolutely.
there's an empowerment happening. I'm not selling the next snake oil. I'm not selling the next course. I'm not selling anything. I'm saying, here are the tools.
Monika, I mean, this is such an important point you make, because I wish that someone had taught this to us in school, rather than, learning, formula and math and science. I wish somebody taught me how to plan my taxes. I wish somebody had taught me early on how to invest and build my corpus. It would have saved a lot of time. So kudos to you guys, financial educators out there who are spreading the message. A couple of final points, because we're running out of time. One on this toxic combination of insurance and investment, right? And I try to talk about it a lot in my shows as well, as to how ULIPs, endowment plans are something that you should generally stay away from. Would you concur with that view?
People are saying that, will you write a book called Let's Talk Insurance? And I said that it'll get over in 2 words, because I'll say stay away. That's it. I don't have a book to write, because my only communication is stay away. Stay away till the regulator fixes the industry. As an educator, I am not partial to one or the other. I'm saying if the insurance industry becomes investor friendly, I have no problem in saying this is how you access the product. Today, it remains an obfuscating product, which is built like a trap. You lose your money if you stop funding your premiums. After the first year, you get nothing back. After 5 years, you get only half your capital back. So unfortunately, the product is constructed like a trap, the endowment and the whole life and the money back products. They're sold so aggressively because of the very fat commissions of, say, 40% sitting in the first year. So who makes money? The companies make money, the agents make money, and now investors of listed insurance companies make money. But you, the policyholder, does not. So my book on insurance actually finishes in 2 words, which says, stay away.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I guess all you need is one term insurance plan and one medical insurance plan, which is, of course, a lot of it is corporate based, if you're salaried, right? So it's fairly simple on that front. Just some final words, Monika, before we let you go. These are queries we get asked a lot by young investors, so I'm going to toss them to you. The first one is, on an average, how many mutual funds should I have in my portfolio?
Anything over 6 to 8 is probably too many. So like I said, your answer comes from your portfolio. So if you have 1 large cap, 1 small cap, 1 mid cap, that is 3. Then on the debt side, you will have something. If you are using debt funds, and be careful when you do, because it's a tougher category than equity funds, then I would probably use something for my holding cash very short term and something medium term. So that would be maybe 2 or 3 schemes. So that's getting me to 6. And then some little more diversification slices of the pie, maybe a thematic fund or a sectoral. And for very mature and high net worth people, maybe a foreign fund as well. So that's getting me up to 8. So be sensible about even the number of products in your portfolio. Let the queue not be what is doing well, but what my portfolio is informing me. That this is the pie, these are the number of slices, which equals to the number of schemes. Don't duplicate it. It doesn't make sense. So, because if you have 24 equity funds, you may as well just have a simple low-cost index fund, Sonia. And I think you know that really well.
Yes, I've learned it the hard way as well, right? All of us make mistakes, but eventually we come out wiser. And it's never too late in your investment journey to use all the right tools. Monika, all the best with your book. I hope it's a sleeper hit, just like your earlier one, Let's Talk Money. So Let's Talk Mutual Funds is out there, guys, for you to go, read, purchase. And Monika Halan, the author of the book, tells us about how you can use mutual funds to build that long-term portfolio and achieve all your financial goals. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Smart Money. Thanks a lot for watching.